my god, guys, so the freaking Casey Undercover Part 2 season finale, let's just say season finale, Casey and Brett, the final chapter. Seriously, it premiered tonight. I was so torn and heartbroken and stuff like that, and I was like, oh my god, what is gonna happen? And literally I was on a cliffhanger when it left, and then when it came back on, it was still freaking cliffhanger, because I did not know if Casey died. I was really sad if she died. I was like, what the heck are they doing? And then later on tonight when Liv and Maddie was on Zendaya's Neverland music video, because she got to do a song called Neverland for the Finding Neverland soundtrack, the Broadway, they doing it on Broadway. So let's just start with Casey Undercover. So Kamil McFadden and Veronica Dunne, they was on in between commercial breaks, doing fun, cool stuff, holding us down while we was waiting for the episode to continue. So let's start with the episode. Brett was yelling, Casey, no, and stuff like that. And then I was like, it was weird the way he was yelling, which was really weird. But anyway, he was yelling that, and she was like, hey, drama, Rama, a little help here. And she did not die. She was hanging onto a branch that was on the cliff, and she was okay. So then she was like, the car was totaled, and then she was like, you're gonna have to break up with her. But then the car blew up, and she's like, well, you don't have to worry about that no more. So they was okay, and she actually jumped out the car before it crashed. But Ursula is still alive, obviously, because we saw in the preview from last week that she would still be alive. So then they went home, and then Casey's like, Ursula's toast, and Drew's like, yeah, burnt toast. So this is where it really got good. So Craig and Kira was like, let's go to the jukebox and play B12. So then Casey's like, it's not time to be dancing to your old jammy jams. So then they was like, no, but they got passports and fake names and stuff and money for when they ever have to leave, if they gotta escape or something. So they're gonna give it to Brett because Brett still needs to get out. So Casey's alias name was Rocky Blue, and she's like, Rocky Blue, what is that? What the heck is that? And I was like, her name, I check it out, which was funny. And then Craig's name was Dwayne Wayne. It was like, what's that? And for y'all who don't know, his name was Dwayne Wade on a different world. He's on a different world. So it was funny. So it was like doing little knocks to their previous characters of what they played's names. It was really funny. So then Brett was like, Ernie Cooper, I'm Ernie Cooper. So then he was like, they didn't even change my name. And she was like, yeah, who would want to be you? So then he was like, what is going on? That's what Brett said. So Beverly called, and she told them that if they was harboring Brett, then they was going to get in trouble, and they was going to be on notice. And she was like, we're going to pretend like this hair grew out of my head, and then come 2 days of shipping. So then Ernie and Casey and Brett was at Royal Local, and they was like hiding in plain sight. She's like, kind of like you, Ernie. They was kind of dogging on Ernie on this episode. But then Ursula came in. She's like, you didn't return my calls. Are you breaking up with me? So then Casey's like, I'm going to break up with you if you don't. So then Ursula beat up Brett so bad. And then Casey beat up Ursula so bad that she threw her across the thing, and it was yoga all over her face. That was really intense. Brett so bad. I don't know what level Disney was on, or the producers was on, but he got beat up really bad where he was getting thrown to stuff. She was hitting him with stuff, literally, and it was freaking crazy. So then they had to leave, and they was driving, so Casey's like, I thought she was done. So he was like, yeah, and I thought Royal Local was lactose free. This day has been horrible so far. So they had to leave. They couldn't leave no phone. They didn't have no phones, nothing, so they couldn't be tracked. They couldn't even call parents. So he couldn't get to Mexico because they didn't have enough money. So she's like, well, I think we can go to the Canadian border, and I got a friend who got a cabin up there. So then it was Marissa. So then she was talking, and she's like, yeah, I have to balance because I'm not supposed to have friends over at the cabin. She's like, obey my parents' rules, save Brett's life, obey my parents' rules, save Brett's life. She kept going on and on. So then Brett was like, I wish you would obey your parents' rules. So then she just got a whole annoying and stuff. So Karen and Craig was worried for them, and Julie's like, have you seen him a robot? And she's like, can I have Casey's room? And she's like, I don't have no compassion. She's not there to have compassion. She's not there for hugs, nothing like that, because she a robot. So then Casey broke the door to the cabin because she's like, Marissa, we normally had a key under a rock, and it was a whole bunch of rocks. So they went in there, and Ernie was freaking out that Marissa know that she was they spies. So he was like, you should have told me we a team. I'm your brother. You should have told me. You trying to act like I'm not this and that and stuff like that. You should have told me. So he was obviously upset. So when they went up there, he found some expired food, and Ernie's like, Brett, what wasn't cool is that you tried to take away my family, and why are you so cool? And Brett was like, well, you gotta not care about what people think about you and stuff like that, and sometimes people like you better when you don't care what they think, and it's in your genes. So then Ernie thought that was hereditary, and he was like, no, if you got the right pair of jeans on, then you can get anybody. So then Casey thought she was rubbing his hair, and it was the bear's fur, and he's like, he's in love with you, and she was about to say, he was like, are you loving me and stuff like that, and everybody's like, oh, that's so cute. I don't know if they ship name this though. I guess it'd be Cret or Bracy. Either Cret or Bracy. I think that's it. So anyway, so then she was about to say if she loved him or not, but then Ursula shot in, and then he was like that she was the best chapter, and she was like, it's not time to be singing your ex-girlfriend's praises right now. So Ernie thought it was a moose attack, and then he was like, they could smell fear, but it wasn't because the dead moose fell on him. So it was really outside on this part. I think on the outside part, it was really outside because the way it looked is like when you know when they shoot in the Disney movies and they're outside, that's what it looked like. So I think they was really outside in that part, because on some parts when we were driving, that was obviously fake, as you can tell, because it's like a moving motion thing. It looked kind of fake, and then when it was riding the horses on some part, they looked kind of fake too a little bit. So yeah, so you can tell when they're outside and when they're not outside. So Kids is like, man, that girl just won't die. So then he was like, I gotta cover babe. So he pulled guns out of his pants, or his legs, or whatever, his ankles. So then Ernie's like, man, you do got good genes. So then that's not even Marissa's cabin. She was like, oh my God, wait, my mom know how that statue, and that's not the cabin. So she's like, shoot the place up if you want to. So then Marissa's like, yeah, blah, blah, because they were shooting right next to our ear and stuff like that. So Ernie's like, I'm getting Marissa out of here. He was like, I'm gonna handle this. I don't need to want to be saving no mama said somebody. So he's like, cover me. He's like, I said cover me. So he actually did it. He picked up Marissa and he went and ran out there and got through. And it was pretty cool that they let him do that. At first I thought it was gonna make him get shot or something, but no, he didn't. So Ernie was the hero. So then Marissa's like, I think it's probably because you saved my life, but you look more cute than you did before. Car blew up. Brett was like, we're not gonna get here on 2 feet, on foot. So then she was like, well, what about 4 feet? So I don't know where those horses came from, but she had a white horse and he had a black horse, and he was cool, and they was riding horses. So I was like, wait, that horse, if that horse gets shot by a laser, that horse could be hurt. Why y'all doing this to the horses? Anyway, so they got horses. I don't know where they came from, but Brett can't ride his horses. She's like, Junior spot my horse's butt. So he's a fast learner. She stopped the button. They was riding and stuff. So then it's like, bam, 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 bang, 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 bang. So eventually they split up into 2 pathways, like on door. And they're like, which way to go? Ursula stopped in the middle, so then I guess Brett and Casey came behind her, and Casey was like, put the gun up, put the gun down, and put your hands behind your head. So then Ursula was like, I'm glad you said that. So she put her hands behind her head, pulled out a gun, and then shot Brett in the shoulder. So then Casey shot her, and then Ursula was like, I'm gonna get you guys one day, or whatever. She's like, I'm gonna end up getting you guys. So I don't know why Casey let her go. She shouldn't have let her go. I think she should have went caught her, because Brett was fine over there. She could have let that boy go. She should go find Ursula, because she's gonna come back for her. Casey's like, oh my God, Brett, you're gonna die. I love you. She's like, I love you. I always love you since I first met you. So then Brett was like, haha, who wouldn't? So he didn't die because he had a vest on, a laser-proof vest, but he got shot in the shoulder, so I don't know how the vest covered his shoulders. But yeah, so then she was like, what? So she punched him and stuff. He was like, yeah, I'm cool, I'm fine, and stuff like that. So Casey was like, hopefully she report that you got eliminated. And he was leaving, so he was leaving. He was at the Canadian border. He was gonna ride his horse to leave. So then he was like, I'm gonna miss you, babe. So then he gave her a kiss on the head and they hugged and stuff. And it was so sad. So I think they're probably gonna bring like another 2-parter in on this one. He's gonna come back somehow. But yeah, because he don't have a passport for Canada. He's supposed to go to Mexico with his burner phone, but he didn't. He's going to Canada. So they switched up the plan a little bit. So they left, and it's like, it's no going back, she said. So that Judy was like, I don't do feelings, I don't do compassion, and I definitely don't do hugs. So they was all hugging each other. So Ernie was like, I saved my sister. But he was about to say he saved Marissa, but in case he stopped them. So then they not really spies anymore, because Beverly came in and was like, you was harboring a fugitive. I knew it, and we found out. So they not spies anymore. They're taking a property, anything that's spy-related property, and Judy is reassigned. And Craig was like, who you reassigning her to? And she's like, you don't know where. Civilian. I was like, oh, she called him a civilian. And like, Judy was like, oh my God. So Judy was leaving. So then Judy heard and ran back in and hugged her. Then Casey's like, I guess you do hugs. And then you hugged her. And she was kind of sad. She was about to cry. I was like, it's a tearjerker right now. Anyway, so then I don't know what's going to happen. But Casey was like, now what? And I was like, it just ended. Like, what and Casey do with a sing outfit every day, because they acknowledged it on the last week's episode. And it's mentioned on last week's episode when she was like, he is so child's at home when she started car hopping. But I don't know what's gonna happen to, I don't know what's gonna, I didn't really know. I didn't even think that they would not be spies. I should have thought of that though. But I think season 2 is coming on in February. Hopefully, it gotta come on, because Disney never really put on hiatus. Like shows on hiatus, it usually come back on again. So hopefully, come back on in February. I think that's what I heard. But that was this whole episode. This whole season, I'm gonna comment on this whole season, guys. This whole season was pretty good. It's my favorite season. It's like my favorite show since like Shake It Up and That's So Raven and stuff like that. I think this is a really good show because it actually has the main plot and it actually do a lot of 2-parts and have a real story. It's not just like, oh, different thing this day, different day this day, different day this week or whatever like that, something like that. It's actually like a real balanced show. So, and it always got little connections in between. So I actually like that this whole season was like that. And I want to give you guys my top 5 favorite episodes from this whole season. It's 27 episodes so far. I'm going to give you my top 5 out of them. So let's get started. Okay, so now that we got the whole episode out of the way, now I'm going to give you guys my top 5 favorite episodes out of the 27 episodes of this whole season. So let's start with number 5. My 5th favorite episode is obviously the pilot episode. The first episode, my favorite, one of my favorite ones, where it had Trevor Jackson in it and Zendaya looked good in that blue dress. And it was the beginning of a very new great show that I loved. I did a review on it. You guys did check out the clip right here. Hey guys, what's up? It's Lena here, and I'm coming to you with a new review for a new series that just premiered tonight, KC Undercover. Yeah, that was me doing a review on it. Now, first KC Undercover review ever, and that was my favorite, literally my favorite, one of my favorite episodes. And my 4th favorite episode, that was 8. My 4th favorite episode, which is Spy Noir Will Destroy Ya, which had Bella Thorne in it, which was really cool because I like to see a Rocky and Cece duo mashup thing coming back. You know, even though they wasn't Rocky and Cece, they was still Rocky and Cece in my heart. But they was Jolie and Casey on that episode. But that was really cool to see them, and to see them fighting too, because you know I never seen Bella Thorne really fighting, and like some fighting scenes. So to see that, it was really pretty cool. 3rd favorite episode was the first double cross, actually the whole double cross part 3-parter thing. I guess that can consist as one episode for me, but that was my favorite right there. I really loved that because that was the first start of Brett and all of that new stuff. That's what I really liked about that. And then it actually led on. That started the whole part of the operation of the side part, the 2-parter. Then in this 2-parter that ended up the season finale, that actually started out, but at this whole thing. So that's one of my favorites. Second favorite episode was Runaway Robot, which Raven-Symoné was on, which I thought was really funny because, you know, they dressed up and it's like Ravens, you know, because Raven started the whole dress up thing, like with That's a Raven stuff like that. And I thought it was really cool to have like old school meet new school and stuff. And I liked that episode. It was really funny too. My number 1 favorite episode, numero uno, obviously is this one. Is the one, the Casey and Brett, the final chapter. These 2 episodes, I'm going to make them as one. It was my favorite because it left me on cliffhanger. I was wondering what was going to happen. I didn't even think there wasn't going to be spies anymore. And I literally like this episode because I do not know what's going to happen next season. They probably just think they're going to be regular people. I don't know where their money's going to come from because they don't work, I don't think. I think they just get money from spying. And I don't know how they're going to keep up with their house. I don't know what they're going to do, how they're going to eat. Because I don't think they got real jobs. They're going to have to get a real job at For Your Local, but they already messed up For Your Local. I don't know what's going to happen to them. But we can all have to see when the season 2 premieres. I don't know when, it's probably February. But yeah. So I just wanted to tell you guys my top 5 favorite episodes. This season has been really cool and pretty great. And I think that it was really cool because Tammy Townsend and Kadeem Hardison, you know, and Trinitee Stokes, they all retweeted me. And so did Rob Lotterstein, the producer and stuff like that. And I was kind of hoping for Zendaya, Kamil Veronica. But I'm still in the wait on that for season 2. Getting to talking about Zendaya's Neverland music video. This is actually a song off the soundtrack for Finding Neverland. I think other people did. I think other singers did some songs for Finding Neverland soundtrack. I think Jessie J did one too. But this is for Finding Neverland. The Broadway musical was an adaptation from the film. Now, and Matthew Morrison, actually Kelsey Grammer is in this musical actually. And Bryan Cranston, they said, is producing the musical. And he was actually in the end of her music videos, and Dad's music video. So the book was by James Graham. The music and the lyrics were by Gary Barlow and Elliot Kennedy. And it was choreographed by Mia Michaels, and it was directed by Diane Paulus. The whole musical that they do, the Finding Neverland musical. And Mia Michaels, she's actually a Slave Gymnast. I don't know if you guys know, we did some reviews on that. You can go check that out. But she did that, so I never seen it. I never like seen Finding Neverland. I never watched Peter Pan either. But I know that it's magical and he never grew up. And he's like the boy Tinkerbell version. That's what I know. But I'm going to talk about this music video. It was freaking amazing because first of all, I started off with, she came in with her braids. You hear her from back there with her braids. And she started dancing and stuff and doing her moves. And all of a sudden she changed in. Her hair was flowing and stuff. She was singing. She sounded so good because I watched the behind the scenes of how she was saying that they let the artists do whatever they want to do with the song. Let they do the harmonies. Let them do their video. And she's like, she wanted to interpret this in a way in which you could still feel the Finding Neverland through the video but have an urban edge to it. That's what she's saying on the top line. So she wanted to put that her type of urban feel on it for like this modern take on it. So when she was doing it, she was doing amazing. And I spotted Maximum Sharkovsky from Dance with the Stars. Max, yeah, he was back there dancing. I think it was probably other pro dancers too from Dance with the Stars in there, but he was back there dancing and stuff. He was dancing with her. She had her posture all straight and stuff. Then she went and broke it down for us with Ian Eastwood over there, because I think he choreographed her replay video, and that was freaking amazing. She was freaking cool. I was like, oh my god, like who would even thought about putting that in like a Neverland music video? Only she would. So then at the end, she was done and she like auditioned. So Bryan Cranston was like, find your way, somebody gonna need a hook. So I guess like Captain Hook from like Peter Pan and stuff, like Peter Pan, Finding Neverland, and he like all of a sudden disappeared, and I was like, what? And it was like so cool. She's like, what? Cause he's like, I used to sing and dance, and I thought that was really cool. And cause he's like the producer for Finding Neverland on Broadway, so I thought the whole video was really cool and awesome. And I liked it. She can sing, and I love her. She looked good in that all black, and I thought it was a real nice outfit and stuff like that. So that was this whole video, guys, and it was probably long. Sorry. But I just wanted to say thanks for watching all of my reviews for Casey Undercover. They got a lot of views, and thanks for commenting and stuff like that. Check out the description below. Comment, share this with everybody. I hope you guys enjoyed the whole season finale. Tell me if you like season finale, what your favorite episode was. How did you feel about this last episode? Brett is gone and he's not coming back. He's going back to Canada. Like seriously. He's gonna come back though later on in like season 2 or season 3 most likely, because then they're gonna find him again in case they have to help him again. So yeah, and she's not even clear his name. So that's what I say. Thanks for watching this video, guys, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Check out the description below. Like my little pretty necklace. Yeah, check it out in the description below. Bye.